U.S. military strikes Venezuela. Trump announces capture of President Maduro. January 3, 2026. In an unprecedented escalation of tensions in the Western Hemisphere, the United States launched a large-scale military operation inside Venezuelan territory early Saturday, resulting in explosions throughout the capital, Caracas, and the reported capture of Venezuelan President Nicolás Maduro and his wife, Cilia Flores. Bombardment and military operation. Shortly after 2 a.m. local time, residents in Caracas and surrounding states reported a series of powerful explosions and low-flying aircraft over the city. Videos circulating on social media showed plumes of smoke, electrical outages, and emergency sirens as panicked civilians poured into the streets. Targets included key military facilities such as Fort Tayuna, Venezuela's largest military complex, and other strategic sites around Caracas and the states of Miranda, Aragua, and La Guaira. U.S. officials referred to the mission as Operation Absolute Resolve, involving more than 150 aircraft, including strike and support units, and elite special forces. According to the White House, the operation was planned over months amid rising tensions and accusations from Washington that the Maduro government had become complicit in drug trafficking and other criminal activities. Capture of Maduro and Cilia Flores. President Donald Trump announced that U.S. forces had successfully captured Nicolás Maduro and his wife, Cilia Flores, and had them flown out of Venezuela. Trump said the couple were being transported to New York, where they will face federal charges, including narco-terrorism and conspiracy offenses, in U.S. courts. Trump described Maduro as the head of a vast criminal network, responsible for drug trafficking into the United States, and said the operation was a major victory in America's long campaign against narcotics and authoritarianism. He repeatedly emphasized that no U.S. military personnel were killed, though some were wounded. U.S. intentions for Venezuela. Following the strikes, Trump stated that the United States intended to run Venezuela temporarily to ensure a safe, proper, and judicious transition to a new government, signaling the possibility of a prolonged U.S. role in Venezuelan governance. He also said that American companies would help revitalize Venezuela's oil infrastructure, one of the richest in the world, with U.S. oil firms expected to invest billions of dollars. Trump's remarks echoed the logic of his America First policy and came amid a backdrop of intensified U.S. military presence in the Caribbean, including a fleet centered on the aircraft carrier USS Gerald R. Ford. Venezuelan government reaction. The Maduro government condemned the U.S. strikes as military aggression and a violation of Venezuelan sovereignty, declaring a state of emergency and mobilizing defense forces in response. Venezuelan officials called on citizens to resist what they described as an act of imperialist interference. Venezuelan Vice President Delcy Rodriguez, appearing on state television, demanded immediate proof of life for Maduro and Flores, reflecting uncertainty within the government about their whereabouts. International and regional reactions. The operation sparked immediate international concern. Nations such as Russia and Iran condemned the U.S. military action as a violation of Venezuela's territorial integrity and international law, and called for restraint. Some European diplomats urged respect for legal norms and the United Nations Charter. In neighboring Latin America, reactions were sharply divided. Some regional leaders condemned the strikes as unlawful intervention, while others, including some Venezuelan opposition figures, framed the operation as a long-sought chance to remove a deeply controversial leader. Implications and uncertainty. The United States strike on Venezuelan soil and the reported capture of a sitting head of state mark a dramatic shift in hemispheric geopolitics, the most significant U.S. military intervention in Latin America in decades. With Maduro's fate and Venezuela's future government uncertain, analysts warn that the repercussions could reverberate across diplomatic relations, international law debates, and regional stability for years to come.